So now that we know how the Hoyers work, we're going to go over the different slings. You're going to see all different types out there. Slings are not a one size fits all. It's really going to depend on your client and their size, shape, needs, all that good stuff. This is a U-shaped sling. This bottom part down here makes a U. These are the most universal. You can go from sitting to sitting, laying down to sitting, sitting to laying down, any of the orders. You always want to find your centers with your slings. There's typically going to be a big middle seam. For this one, it's a nice big triangle. That's where you want your client's spine to be. There's also typically going to be a rectangle of some sort going across where their bottom's going to be, because if we flip it around to the back side, there's a handle, and that's your handle. So make sure that's on the outside. So if I want their bottom there, I'm going to make sure their bottom line's up there, spine's there, and then those are my guides to make sure they're laying on this center. There's going to be 3 straps going along either side. You got your head strap, your waist strap, and your foot strap. It's super important that your straps are matching their buddy on the other side. So if this one's purple, this one's going to be purple. Another super common one we are going to see are bathroom slings or shower slings. They're made out of a different material, so they're not going to get all gross and mildewy. It's not going to hold any of that water. It also has this nice, easy, clean access hole, so we can clean up our clients' bottoms, no problem. And again, we got the straps going on the either sides, so make sure those are matching their buddy on the other side. Again, slings are not a one size fits all. So sometimes we're going to see some that are a little bit smaller. And sometimes they even have these nice little hoods that are even going to come up and help hold and support their head and neck a little bit more. Same thing, find your centers. So our nice big seam going down the middle is just a wider rectangle compared to the other ones. So I want my client's spine there. Again, flip it around. There's my handle. So that's going to make little rectangles on this side. That's where I want my bottom. Bottom, spine, and my head's going to come up here. This time we only got 1 strap going looping through either side. Again, this is going to match up with your buddy. And then this one doesn't have color coding, but there are different layers. So again, if you use the middle strap on this side, make sure you're using the middle strap on that side. We have some going the opposite way. Maybe your client is, a little bit taller, a little bit bigger than the average Joe. You might see something that looks a little bit like this. This actually has some different hard supports added into it, so it can support that weight a little bit better. Again, find your centers. There's a nice big seam going down the middle. That's where we want my client's spine. And my rectangles going across the bottom is where my bottom is going to be. Again, make sure that handle is on the outside for you. This U-shaped part down here, those are going to come and hug up and make your client's seat and loop through your legs, and it will make more sense when we put it all together. And last one, again, depending on your client's size, shape, needs, it's going to depend on what sling they have. So some of those slings can put your clients in different positions, but depending on your client, they might need to stay laying down. So we would get this underneath them, loop them up, and this is essentially going to keep them laying down and almost hold them like a taco.